Okay, so Leo, this will be another love reading, a collective love reading for Leo placement. So what do we have for Leo placement, Spirit? Okay, we got ethics, first card. We got flow, surrender, and then we got passion, obstruction at the top of the deck. Okay, I feel like something has abruptly ended between you and somebody. This is somebody that could be very logical um when it comes to I'm hearing when it comes to love, but this is a love reading. But I feel like whoever this is somebody that's different from you. I feel like somebody abruptly ended a situation between y'all or they created distance. But we're gonna clarify. We got the Eight of Cups reversed. So I feel like even though you may be different from this person, some of you guys you may come from a different like background than this person. Maybe y'all are two different people. Maybe y'all have two different belief systems, different cultures, whatever the case may be. But I feel like this is somebody that may have been avoiding how they feel about you. And that could be the reason why they abruptly cut some things short, cut things short between the two of you. Some of y'all, they may have even blocked you. But if not, I just feel like out of the blue, because of y'all differences, and they may have fell in love with you, they just decided to run away from you because they're trying to run from their emotions when it comes to you. Three of Swords. So, and it's reversed. So I feel like the more this person held back from you, the more some of you guys you started to hold resentment towards this person because the way they left you. Not only the way they left you, but I feel like you still have a spark for them. You still have a spark for this person. But let's clarify because this could be their energy also. Y'all may be mirroring each other. But we got the Fool. Some of you guys, it could be Aquarius or an Aries. And then we got the King of Pentacles reversed. Okay, we got the Moon. Yeah. Somebody may have been hiding how they really feel about you. Could be a water sign. So it could be a water sign, an Aquarius, or Aries, or y'all may have these placements, or they may have these placements in their chart. Yeah, somebody been hiding how they feel about you. They have been trying to like do whatever they had to do to keep their focus off of you. But I feel like you could be coming in a dream. Somebody had a dream that you walked away. They had a dream that you pulled away. You pulled away from them, and the longer your energy, because I'm getting this energy, the energy pull. So the longer you go with the flow of allowing this person to freely like let go on their own, because some of y'all you may got to the point where you don't even care no more. Like I said, you may have even been mad at one point in time, but your person is not only holding feelings for you, they are having dream. They had a dream that you left, and I feel like they want to come back, but like I said, they're stopping themselves from reaching out. They could be going crazy because they had a dream that you left, like literally left and never came back. But just know that this is somebody that abruptly ended a relationship or a connection with you out of fear and differences, out of fear of the emotions that they feel for you and how different you are than them. But I feel like they look at you as somebody different because they never really felt this way with anybody else before until they met you. And that's why I say you are somebody that is different. You know what I'm saying? And it drives them crazy for real because I feel like this is somebody that didn't really want to let you go, but like fully let you go because I see that they may have tried to come back, but I feel like if you did run into this person or they did reach out to you, you still mad at them. Some of you guys, you were still in the process of healing. and you just didn't want to be bothered with this person. You just decide to like let the situation go, but I'm seeing healing twice. So I just feel like you either needed some time to yourself to heal because you still was hurt about the way they walked away from you the first time, or you have completely made up your mind to leave. A lot of y'all, you just needed some healing, some breathing room. You needed space after they did what they did to you. Like I said, you may have even been holding resentment, but they did come back though. They did. But I feel like the desire always been there. The spark has, no matter how the situation started and ended, even when they've seen you, right? The spark has always been there, but somebody, I feel like it could have been you decided not to give into the situation. Like I said, I feel like you were still mad at them. You still needed some space so you can, you know, get back to yourself emotionally. So at this point, this person tried to avoid, they tried to run from the feelings that they have for you, but that hasn't changed. They may have even started to hold some form of resentment towards you because when they came back, you wasn't like open to them come back. You was, like I said, I feel like you was a little bit ungrounded by the way things ended. It's giving shock. Some of you guys, you were in soul shock. They was in soul shock and tried to run from you physically and emotionally, and you was in soul shock even after. Like I said, you was still in this hurt state when this person did try to come back. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, you wasn't even in the right energy at the time when you did run into them, when they tried to talk to you or when they did reach out to you. But I'm just getting this ungrounded energy. So let's see what else, Spirit. So some of you guys, this is somebody that may have tried to not only, okay, they've been running emotionally from you, trying to get rid of the feelings that they have for you. But I feel like they decided to go work it out with somebody else. That was their way of avoiding how you really feel, how they really feel about you, trying to get rid of those emotions. So I am seeing that you dealing with an avoidant, and I feel like, yeah, just like the last spread I just did for Leos, I feel like you in this case you was dealing with an avoidant because you was just too different. It was you, somebody out of the norm, somebody that they're just not used to, like having around. Like they're used to a certain type of person, whether it's just physically, whether this is, I feel like it's on every level, especially spiritually and emotionally. They were trying to run and decided to work it out with a third party. But as things move forward, like I said, somebody started to recover. I feel like you started to heal. So when they ran from you and they went into the arms of another person, you started to heal. Like I said, you needed some breathing room. You needed some time to mentally and emotionally, process the situation on how everything went about. But so that's what I'm saying. You could have been healing. We got magnifying glass, showing proof, validation, confirmation, finding the truth. So, okay. Oh, wow. So, even though this person could have held that against you when they did try to come back and they ran into the arms of somebody else, like I said, I feel like they was mad because you didn't take them back when they did try to come back. You know what I'm saying? It's like the first time they ran from you, they tried to come back, you rejected them. You see what I'm saying? It's giving that you rejected them. So they got mad and decided to go stick around with somebody else, and it allowed you to cut to heal. But I strongly feel like both of y'all are in that energy because this person realized they can't be mad at you for too long. No matter how much they try to cover up how they feel about you, no matter how much they try to hide up under another person and work things out with somebody else, they realize that they really do love you. That's the truth. No matter how much somebody is hurt or somebody is mad, they realize that they really do love you. You know what I'm saying? But they know that this is a risky situation. These cards just flipped over. Okay. They know that it's a risky situation because of whatever has transpired between y'all before of coming back. Because that's the truth. They realize that they love you no matter how much they try to run and hide up under another person or try to even be mad at you. I feel like y'all mirroring each other. For some of y'all, it's getting a lot of mirroring energy. Told you, you still got to hold on this person. They want to come back. They know they got to prove themselves that they do love you, though. And that's another thing. They was mad for real, because they didn't have proof that, you know, that they love you. That's so different about y'all connection. There's no proof on why this person love you. That's why I say you are somebody that's totally different from anybody they ever dealt with, because they're trying to make sense of why they still have feelings for you or why they have feelings for you at all. You know what I'm saying? Especially if y'all didn't even like go anywhere. Some of you guys, this is a connection that started as fast as it ended. You know what I'm saying? But they know that there's really no physical evidence on why they feel the way that they feel about you. So I feel like they're going to try to come back because you still have a grip on this person. And it has been weighing heavy on them. And you know what else has been weighing heavy on them? Like I said, they didn't even try. They didn't offer you anything. They didn't try. And they know that. This is somebody that judged you before they actually gave you a chance, because your energy was so different, because they felt these emotions for you that they never felt for anybody. They too busy trying to make sense of why they feel the way they feel and why y'all connection the way it is. I feel like this is like unconditional love. They never felt unconditional love before until they met you. Because like the more they try to look for answers, the more they ain't gonna find anything. But it's like now they know I just do. But they do desire to come back because you still have a hold on them. But they also think about what they haven't did. This person knows they haven't made an effort. This is somebody that didn't even give you a chance. I just keep hearing that. This person judged you based off how they felt in your energy. They couldn't trust it. They couldn't trust you. They didn't really trust the bond. They just judged you according to the energy and how you made them feel, and completely just abruptly walked away into the situation. But they know they haven't made no effort. We got fake profile, hiding from you, behind the scenes, social media. Yeah, somebody had a desire to like walk away from something that's unfamiliar, something that's uncomfortable. So I feel like even though this person may have been holding back from you, they've been watching you behind a fake profile. So if you have a social media account, they have been watching you. Some of you guys, this person made you feel insecure when they dipped off on you like that. But just know the spark is still there, child. No matter how much somebody try to run away and make sense of it all, they still desire you. There's a lot of desire in this spread. So don't get it twisted. Like I said, this person, they want to come back, but they still holding on to. Some of you guys, this person could be insecure. That's why. Oh wow, this person could be insecure too. It's uncomfortable for them right now. So just know you are in this person's mind. You are on this person's mind. Okay, what else, Spirit? I'm trying to figure out which cards. So at this point, you still popping up in this person's dreams. They scared because in their dream, they seen that you left. And a lot of y'all, you did leave because you have healed and you just allow them to stay gone. You wasn't about to chase them. So you just decided to go with the flow of life, get over the situation and, allow this person to move when they get ready to. Because some of you guys, maybe you was waiting at first, but then you stopped. Because even if you was reaching out to this person, you made them feel uncomfortable. They were hiding behind for an example, you DM them, right? They knew you DM them. They knew you reached out or messaged them. They purposely ignored it because they were scared. So a lot of you guys, it was out of fear and them trying to make sense of the situation. Told you this person was using their mind. They was using their brain. They was being logical about the situation because it didn't make sense. Y'all relationship did this connection, this bond, it just doesn't make sense to them. It doesn't. So they made a decision to just leave before they actually gave you a chance. Yeah, so this could be somebody that you have a past life connection with. Like this is somebody familiar from your past, like your childhood. Maybe you already knew this person from your block when you were younger, or maybe you just, met this person in school, maybe junior high. This is somebody from your past that you've seen around before. Some of y'all actually did sleep with this person when you were younger. And then I'm giving you an example. Maybe like 10 years later, you reconcile with this person and then it was just this instant bond between the two of you. That's definitely possible. But it says previous connections, unexplained familiarity, soul memories. I've known you before. I told you. Some of y'all literally do know this person from when you were younger. It's either you slept with this person before, you dealt with them, maybe there was a little fling or whatever. And then, like I said, some of y'all, maybe this is for an example, this person was like gone all the time. Like maybe they was in and out of jail. They popped out of jail. Y'all reconciled, exchanged numbers, stuff like that. But I feel like this was more of an instant attraction type of energy with this past life card. Okay, we got breaking cycles. Yeah, this person can't stop thinking about you, Leo. They think about the good times y'all had while they're with this other person, mind you, while they're avoiding you and running from trying to ignore their emotions, you are still heavy on this person's mind, their heart, and in their dreams. They cannot forget about you. Yeah, you have already like decided to let this person be gone. Like if it's like if they want to leave, go ahead. I'm not about to chase you because I feel like you have already covered. When this person gave you that space and you gave them that space, I feel like you definitely was healing from this situation. And maybe you just realized, like, I would say realize, you told yourself, yeah, I love this person, but if they want to leave, you know, I'm gonna let them go because I'm not trying to be going back and forth with this person. I feel like you have already started a new beginning, Leo. Yep. You got tired of waiting because you felt like it would just be a waste of time even waiting on this person. Because some of you guys, you probably been through this situation with somebody else before, of being in a repetitive cycle with somebody going back and forth. It's giving like runner chaser. You know what I'm saying? But this could be a twin flame connection. Some of you guys, your twin flame could be somebody that you already know, somebody from your past. But you have already broke free. You acknowledge the simple fact, yeah, I may still love this person, but I'm not about to hurt myself by going in a repetitive cycle with this person. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you just gave it all to spirit, to the universe, and just I just feel like you in this energy of being very patient, not with them, but trusting the process and going with the flow of life. Yeah, some of you guys, I feel like you're taking a step back to recharge, you know, emotionally recover from this situation. So I feel like they're trying to do that too. They're trying, but I feel like this is more so of your energy. This more so of your energy getting over this person emotionally. I strongly feel like you have already bounced back. Then that's the inner child. So this person does have inner childhood wounds. Yeah, you are. I told you, some of you guys, you are innocent. I don't feel like you did anything wrong. I just feel like you triggered this person. You mirrored this person, you triggered this person, but you did make them happy because we got good memories between y'all. I just feel like, yes, it may have ended as quick as it started, but I feel like the nothing was wrong with the vibe. Like y'all probably was talking on the phone as normal, laughing, flirting. I'm not getting anything negative. Some of y'all could be influencers, so you may have also told this person you could be an influencer online. So they also may have been a little bit intimidated by your status, about how much money you make, how much clout you get. So yeah, they probably seen you online. And that, like I said, you triggered this person in a few ways. Spiritually, emotionally, and whatever you do for a living, that also triggered them. It don't even have to be online. But even if they was watching you, if you don't, or if you're not an influencer, exclude that. If they was watching you behind the scenes, because I did say that, and they felt like you got over them because they was watching, they felt like you were getting over them because you were so happy online. Whatever you were posting, they felt like you was getting over them. But that triggered them. And that's why they ignored you. It triggered them. Because they look at you as somebody who gets a lot of attention. You get a lot of, you get a lot of social media attention, whether you're an influencer or not. So yeah, you kind of make this person feel insecure. You do. They feel like you are everything. Honestly, they don't look at you in a bad light. That's the good thing I like about this spread. They do not look at you in a bad light at all, because they feel like you got it. You really don't need them. I wouldn't say you don't need them, but they feel like not only you are somebody who's very attractive and very popular and get a lot of notoriety from people, a lot of, like I said, whatever status you may be in, you could just be somebody that is just very well known in your community, right? And like I said, and not only that, it's just triggered them. This could be somebody that's definitely insecure. Okay, what else, Spirit? But just know, I feel like you just going with the flow of life right now. You have already recovered from this person. Like I said, some of you guys, maybe you do go back and forth in your mind and in your heart about this person. Some of y'all just have mixed feelings at this point. You know that how you really feel about them, but you feel like if this person want to leave, I'm gonna let them go. So that means I have to gain the strength to walk away too, and let spirit do its magic. If it's meant to be, he come back, cool. If it's not, cool. So it's like either way, as long as you feel better internally about this situation and going forward, moving forward in life, I feel like you don't care, because you know this person is scared. You know this person is scared. You know this person is trying to make sense of it all. You also know this person do have feelings for you, even though they didn't make it be known. But just know in the back of your in the background, this person is just in fear. They in fear of getting closer to you. Nobody never touched this person like you touched them. We got chasing, pursuit, toxicity, resilience. So I feel like this ties into what I said. Because even after this person ghosted you and you reached out to this person online and they ignored you, yeah, this person was thinking you were still chasing them. This ties into what I said. But maybe you just called, maybe you were just reaching out to check on them or whatever, but they still ignored you. But at the end of the day, you eventually got over it. You eventually just like stopped doing that, start reaching out to this person. Yeah, I told you, you gave up. Yeah, you may have been crushed about it, but you had to force yourself to let it go because you got tired of the pattern that you were in with this person. You felt like it was nothing being resolved. This person wasn't replying. This person wasn't reaching out. You have completely let it go. But it has been a long time. Yep. Past life again. I told y'all, this is confirming what I'm saying. This is somebody you already know. Like especially if this goes from like when y'all were kids or like in junior high, y'all being adults now. So I feel like as time go on, this person is still in a repetitive pattern with a karmic, learning life lessons in the background. We got foundation, established family, security. So yeah, the situation may have mentally and emotionally exhausted you, but I'm seeing you recover though and focus on your family, your foundation, your stability. Some of you guys, you may even got to the point where you wanted to take a break from even a relationship, like wanting to be in one. Maybe your mind has changed ever since you got over this person. Because I just keep getting this back and forth energy. You've been in your mind. Maybe one day you like, I want to be in a relationship, and then it's like the next day I don't want to. I just want to focus on myself, and focus on my family. Some of y'all could be single parents. If not, you could just be focused on your foundation, your money, your stability. And some of you guys, you could, like I said, you could have kids, fellas too. Whether some of you guys, you have custody of your kids if you a man, or partial custody, but I heard custody. The other few, you still take care of your kids even if they're not with you. Yeah, this person is bored where they at. They feel empty. They feel shallow. This person lives in the trenches. Whoever this person will probably live in the hood, or the ghetto, whatever you want to call it, right? They definitely could be like in poverty, just drinking, entertaining their options. I told you they still going through some life lessons right now, Leo. So it's good that y'all have got over this person, emotionally healed from this person, and it just allow this person to do their thing with whoever they want to do their thing with, and not chase them. Because I feel like you got comfortable, you got more content with yourself. You're not in this chaser energy anymore. You're not reaching out. You're not. You're not doing none of that. A lot of y'all definitely focus on y'all paper right now, y'all money, while they still in this loop, this karmic circle right now with somebody or people. But just know you have this person conflicted and they're drinking. Yeah, this person is afraid of you actually leaving, because I feel like it's not that they wanted you to like literally leave. I just feel like they're trying to make sense on why they felt the way that they felt about you. And they still haven't figured it out. But they do want to come back. But you make them feel insecure. It triggers them too much. So they rather watch you from behind the scenes. That's what I'm saying. This person probably was really literally watching you online or publicly watching you from a distance. They that scared. Look, block. So some of you guys, there's a blockage, or like I said, there could be a literal like block. So okay, this person could be having legal problems that's holding them back. There could be a restriction in regards of legal matters, or a delay in regards of legal situations they got going on. Maybe this person on probation, parole, maybe they out on bail, out on bond. I don't know. I'm here out on bond. Maybe they're looking forward to go to jail. Like I said, there's some form of restriction when it comes to, or delay when it comes to a legal situation they got going on personally, whether you notice or not. I feel like a lot of this person has a lot on their mind. Not only they have you on their mind, but they also have some legal problems on their mind, whether you know about it or not. But this person desire to spiritually bond with you. This person really want to make up to you. And it don't even have to be just sexually. This is like a spiritual bond. It could be. I feel like it's both. This person really, they desire to have makeup sex with you though, on a spiritual level. Some of you guys, they are daydreaming about, some of you guys, maybe you feel the sexual tension at times, or maybe you have felt the sexual energy exchange between y'all while y'all in separation. But this person does have a desire to bond with you. They do. They have a lot on their mind. Okay, where is the rest of this situation going further? Because at this point, they going through a karmic lesson. They going through legal situations. They still entertaining. They still doing the same thing before and after they met you. They still doing the same thing. Didn't I say some of y'all this is looking like a twin flame connection? This is definitely a twin flame connection. If you believe in twin flames, no matter how hurt this person is, how karmic this seems, listen, this is definitely your twin flame. I was picking that up at the beginning of the spread. When I seen past life twice, I'm like, yeah, I feel like this is a twin flame connection. So it's under restriction right now. Like I said, maybe you blocked them, or they blocked you, or y'all both blocked each other. But they feel like it was meant to happen. It was destined to happen this way. Yeah, I feel like your person has some legal problems. They could be going away. Some of y'all, this person may know they could be going. It's a possibility they going to jail. Look, this is the runner. Didn't I say it was like a runner chaser situation? Everything I said it throughout the spread is coming out. Okay, what else, Spirit? Yeah, your twin flame at this point, they feel like whatever legal situation they got going on, they got to handle it. Yeah, this person desire to reconcile, but I feel like at this point they are destined to go through whatever it is they're going through with whoever they're going through it with. Yeah, they're still dealing with a third party and trying to keep themselves distracted. Honestly, they're distracting themselves with the third party. And I did state that they're using somebody else or other people to distract themselves. So some of you guys, this person feel like they got to keep you at bay for right now because some of them letting lust overtake the situation. I'm not even going to lie. So not only they may allow lust to overtake the situation to distract themselves from you because they feel like they can't be with you right now because of the legal situations, because they feel like they could be going to jail. And on top of that, they too scared to even pursue that with you because you triggered them. There's a lot on this person's mind, but they're definitely distracting themselves with a third party, even though they want to come in and make it up with you. Yeah, this is somebody that needs to heal. They went back to somebody from their past, but it's going to end anyway. So, like I said, it doesn't even matter who they try to distract themselves with in this karmic cycle, these karmic cycles. It's going to eventually end. Whether they have to go to jail or not, it's going to eventually end. But exclude the jail situation, it's going to end. They're trying to dump their emotions onto the karmic people by distracting themselves from you. And they're going to go crazy because they still stuck on you. Told you. They still stuck on you. But they scared. They're taking their time. They're taking precaution when it comes to you. Because it's like it's your person not only have a lot of unresolved wounds that they need to heal, but they also have legal situations. They also have legal problems that they need to get together. So some of you guys, they could be grieving about this ending. I feel like at times from time to time they do sit with themselves and grieve because they can't stop thinking about you. They still emotionally tied to you. No matter the distractions they use, this person's still in their feelings about you. Told you they still trying to make sense. Like, dude, what are you making sense of? It is what it is. This is unconditional love. Things happen. You don't just decide who you want to fall in love with. Now, it could be both. You can fall in love with somebody naturally, which I think this is the case. They fell in love and didn't expect to fall in love with you. And now they're trying to like make sense on why That's how this is somebody I never probably knew what real love really was like, what genuine love really felt like. Because they always was more logical. They when it comes to love, they always made decisions on, oh, this person looked good. This is the person I want to love. So not only love is a feeling, but it's also a choice. With you, it's a feeling, but it's both. You know what I'm saying? See, they made a choice to deal with whoever they're dealing with. With you, they haven't really made a choice, but they know that the love is there and it happened naturally. That's how they know that it's like they know it's real, but they trying to figure out how. You see what I'm saying? Like it's kind of hard to explain. Like y'all love is like really unconditional. So at this point, they could be definitely grieving, looking you up, looking for you, stalking you. Um, some of y'all, this person think that you don't like them, think that you hate them because it has been so long. No, I feel like you are more emotional, intelligent than this person. You somebody that's very grounded emotionally. You know, you didn't allow your emotions to override whatever it is that has happened between y'all. Because some of you guys, you've been in and out during the process of healing. You was holding a little resentment towards this person, but I feel like as time go on and you start to really heal and get yourself right mentally and emotionally, you realize that I wouldn't say they don't know any better. I just felt like you know that they have some growing and some healing to do. This is somebody that needs to, they really need to grow. So they trying to figure out if you still like them. So if they're watching you behind the scenes still, they're trying to see if you hate them, if you don't like them. Like this person think that now. I told you this person is thinking negative. Like they need to get out of their head. Yeah, they think that you don't like them no more. They feel like you're not going to want to hear what they gotta say because they kept you at bay for so long. They kept you a secret. Y'all didn't talk to each other for a very long time because they went to go entertain other people. But this person does know that they hid you, they kept you isolated for a while for people that they are having sex with in the background out of lust. So just know that they had a dream that you have completely let go. And I feel like it is what it that's what it is. The dream is true. You did completely let go because they haven't came back. They haven't changed. They haven't proved themselves. They haven't made an effort. You haven't seen any improvement with this person whatsoever. Like I said, a lot of y'all haven't even been contacting this person. They haven't been contacting you. They've been watching you behind the scenes the whole entire time, whether online or publicly outside somewhere. They've been stalking you, trying to read you from a distance and see how you feel about them and see they want to know if you can't stand them. They feel like you can't stand them. They feel like you hate them. They feel like you wouldn't want to hear what they gotta say because they kept you at bay for so long and isolated and they neglected you to the point where you ended up healing and moving on. Told you, you bounced back. You have recovered real quick, quicker than they probably thought you would. You didn't allow this situation to keep you down at all. Yeah, I feel like you are in your emotional sanctuary. Um, you're just very comfortable. I told you I was getting this content energy, in solitude. But I feel like you are on guard now. You do have a wall up when it comes to your heart because I feel like at the beginning you were very vulnerable to this person, and that's probably why how y'all connection came so naturally. Like y'all bonded naturally. It wasn't forced. It was naturally. But it's like you took whatever it is that you went through with this person and you applying things differently and you are learning to keep your guard up emotionally and not easily so accessible to this person or maybe in anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you were in this happy-go-lucky type of energy when you were bonding with them, and then you turned around and fell in love, where y'all fell in love with each other so quickly. But you are definitely protecting your space, your emotions, you know, and you are comfortable. You in a comfortable space right now. Some of y'all have your own, you know, you could be an entrepreneur. But yeah, some of y'all definitely self-made right now. Y'all focus on y'all business or your job. It says independent success, overcoming odds, creating your own path, built from nothing. Yeah, a lot of you guys could be entrepreneurs. Some of you guys, you could have your own like physical shop publicly, and you could be an influencer, or maybe you being an influencer is part of your business. If you are not an influencer, like I said, this could just be you focusing on yourself and working. Okay, I need one more card, Spirit, for my Leo placement. Yeah, you're not giving this situation any attention. You're not. This person is still keeping their options open. Told you. They're still keeping their options open. This person is going through a karmic cycle, trying to distract themselves, thinking negative, thinking that you have already moved on, thinking you're mad at them, thinking that you hate them, you don't want to hear what they got to say. But those are the excuses that they tell themselves because they're too scared to come forward. That's it. This person is sweating. They too scared to even come forward. So what they are doing is keeping their options open in the background, going out on dates. But nobody, and it's crazy because this person literally comparing these people to you, but nobody compares because we got awkward introductions. Could be love or disaster. Yeah, they're trying to replace you. They trying to find another you in another person. And I say that, and not saying that you wasn't good enough. You were beyond qualified. It's just that they too scared to be around you because you make them feel uncomfortable. You trigger them. They want to be around. They rather be around somebody that doesn't trigger them. Yeah, they may be around somebody that make them feel that's on their level, on energetic level, right? But nobody compares to you. Nobody compares to you. Nobody can make them feel the way you make them feel. Okay, let's pull a where are the cards at? Here they go, right here. I'm gonna pull like one or two of these cards and then I'm gonna wrap it up. But yeah, I just feel like your person is just creating excuses on why they can't be around you, you know, and using people as distraction. But it's sad. It's just them not actually they doing the work. Sometimes they do. They go in and out. But what they mess up is that they get back out there and still sleep around. That is what create trauma bonds in the background with other people. Because they'll, like I said, they'll sit with themselves for a little bit and grieve, but they'll go back to doing the same thing, sleeping around, going out, drinking, whatever it is that they do, they was doing before and after you. That's what they messed up at. It's like they're keeping themselves stuck in a karmic cycle. They're not actually doing the work and stand by themselves because you need space. You got to give yourself time. You gotta stop smoking. You gotta. Well, you don't have to, but it's like they need to clear. They need a detox. Put it like that. They need to detox their energy. They need to clear, and that's why they can't be around you. They haven't detoxed their energy. They're not allowing themselves to be alone. Some of you guys person have abandonment issues, but you know what I'm saying. But I just feel like they're just making excuses in the background on why they can't be around you right now. Yes, they may have legal problems. Yes, they may, whatever the case, but it's just an excuse because they're scared. We got family. So they could have a relationship. They could have a family, a secret family. And kept you at bay. Some of you guys, if they are in a relationship with somebody, and because I feel like they are cheating, if they are in a relationship with somebody, it could be over already or is about to be over. Because I feel like they were supposed to be with you. You the one that they kept hitting, but they probably had a baby on you during this separation. Let me pull another one. That's for some of you guys. Some of you guys, they probably did, whether you're aware of this or not. But I feel like that situation has already ended with the person they with, and they just single and exploring their options, or is eventually going to end. Could be pregnant again. The person could be pregnant again. We got talent. And yeah, they going through a back and forth situation with somebody they got kids with while they're still exploring their options. Yeah, I just felt like at this point you are on the right path. Everything is in alignment with you. Some of you guys are definitely focusing on your health. Y'all could be like getting very active, whether you're jogging, whether you're running, whether you're in the gym, lifting up weights. But things are aligning for you in your life. Y'all got a lot of willpower. Yeah, this person turned their back on you. But like I said, it was meant to happen this way because somebody still is stuck in a karmic cycle. Didn't I say this person had dreams about you? They dream. There's two people making out. This person daydreams about you and actually have dreams about you in them. They want to have makeup sex with you for real. Some of y'all, this person think that you made friends on them. Also, I told you, this person thinking negative, yo. Like it's go from daydreaming about you to actually dreaming about you, and actually wanting to come back. This is on their mind, but they feel like you made friends on them because you're gonna be a lot more further than them in life by the time they come back because they know you already got motion. Like I said, that makes them feel insecure. So some of you guys maybe they feel like you may end up friends zoning them because it's been so long. And on top of that, they know you got motion and they may not really have what it is that you have going on. You know what I'm saying? So they feel like it may be too late. This person doubts themselves too much. They don't even give it. They didn't even give you a chance. That's the crazy part about it. They back and forth in their mind about all the negatives and all the things that on giving them like this, giving excuses on why they can't be around you or why they can't be with you right now. This is BS for real. They just not ready to change, and they just have to acknowledge that they're not ready to change. They're not ready to let go of their old ways of being. They may have abandonment issues. You make them feel insecure, not only energetically, like being around you, and you trigger them, but financially also. You do make them. They feel like they can't really give you what you deserve. This person compares themselves to you also. So they hide behind fake profiles and stalk you publicly, from a distance, out of, scared of you leaving them behind, keeping tabs on you, but they're not doing nothing about it. But I'm going to go ahead and end it right here, Leo, and y'all take care.